What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy Friday, TGIF. Today, we're going to review my watch list. Okay, we're going to take a look at who's had a good last 7 days. Okay, we're going to take a look at those cryptos. Why? Because while we might not want to get in them now, we might want to earmark them, note them, and maybe on our next pullback, eventually when that happens, you might want to take a look at the coins that have already moved hard or shown that they can move hard. All right, so that's why we take a look at that stuff. And we're also going to take a look at two charts. We're going to look at total 3, and we're going to also look at USDT dominance to give us an idea of where this market could be going. I'm also going to share with you a couple of pieces of data to have in mind, and then we're going to take a look at an example of buy the dip. The example is going to be WadsPay. Yesterday, I gave you guys some information about WadsPay. The community was unhappy. Price dropped. Overnight, it dropped more. And I'm also going to mention to you the importance of limit orders because of that. Okay, so we're going to look at that as an example so that we can learn some things together. Yeah, we can have some takeaways from that. Okay, and again, an example of buy the dip with WadsPay. And so without further ado, let's do this. All right, so let's take a look at first coin market cap. Let's look at what's going on here. Greed, 77%, and it's been greedy for a little while. Bitcoin has been moving up, as you know, but let's take a look at my watch list. My watch list is here. Boom. Now this is my watch list, and let's look at the last 7 days to see what has moved. Crypto Tanks has moved 186% on 200,000 volume, and 200,000 market cap and 50,000 volume. Not bad. Crypto Tanks. Dog AI, which is a meme coin, has less than 1 million market cap, 17,000 volume, has moved up 184%. Pretty interesting. I am in that one. I made money in that one, buying and selling a couple of times. Nothing major. And so what I have in there is essentially just a small little play, but I'm down on it. It's not meme season yet, but it's not the worst thing in the world to have 1 or 2 meme plays. A very small, because super risky. They're riskier than what's next, gaming plays. Synverse up 177%. Interesting how the last 7 days have been the top 3, at least in my watch list, are gaming play, Crypto Tanks, a meme play, Dog AI, although I'm down with this one. I'm down here with this, and Synverse, another gaming play, 177.69%, almost 1 million in volume, 6 million market cap, 6.1 million market cap. Tara up 116%. I've never mentioned it. I only have it on my watch list. I haven't really done my homework of looking into it, but it seems to have some buzz. Other people have talked about it. My sources, I've seen it, so that's why it's on my watch list. I have to put it on my to-do list to maybe look at it, but 116%. That should tell you something that's interesting right there. Last 7 days. Revolve Games RPG. Terex I don't own, like I mentioned. Revolve Games, I don't own either. It's down. It's up 97% in the last 7 days. 2.1 million market cap, still pretty new on there. Senate, 82%. This is also Revolve Games is a gaming play. Terex I have to do my homework there. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Maybe it's a layer 2. No, I don't even know. Don't quote me. Senate up 82%. It's been up higher last 7 days. This is the governance token for a game called Sidious. 7 million, 410,000 market cap. Neroni AI. I've been thinking about selling it, but yesterday I'm just like, you know what? Market cap is 3.4 million. All right, volume is tiny, 18,000, but I mean that means it could move a lot with a big influx of volume. It could go up. It's on the Ethereum network, Neroni AI. It's an AI play, small little community, but they seem to be liking. I've just been looking in there, and they seem to be liking their investment. They like it in there. They're not toxic. So I'm like, okay, let me just hold on and see what happens. I'm up over 50% on this one. I'm up maybe more, maybe close to double. No, yeah, maybe close to double. So I have to go check that. I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to hold on for a while. It's not the right time to sell, I don't think. I don't think we're in a pullback zone yet, although we might be close, and you never know, it could happen just like that, by the way. So still, I'm gonna take my risk. I'm going to hold on to Neroni AI. Haven't really talked too much about it. I put it in people's radar on my Spanish channel, but I have a small investment in there and I haven't added to it. I'm up, so just let my winners run. Maple MLP, it's a real-world asset play. Neroni AI's artificial intelligence play. Maple real-world asset play. 53 million, 2.16 million volume, 53 million market cap, up 72%. Interesting one. I don't own it. I don't own that one either. I don't own Senate either. Dione Protocol up 64%. I don't own it either. I just watch it. There's a lot of stuff that I just watch and see what happens. 41 million, 2.2. UFO Gaming, 66% in the last 7 days. 43 million market cap, 2.6 million in volume. Another gaming play. Dione Protocol, I'm not sure what it is. I forget. Relio Network, 44 cents, up 61% the last 7 days, guys. 2.9 market cap. This is incorrect. The market cap is incorrect on this one. Compete. I do own Relio, thankfully, and I do own, and it's a real-world asset play. It's probably going to be one of the better performing real-world asset plays. Probably, maybe the best performing one, but you never know. Compete at 0.027 cents. I'm up double on this, more or less, or close to it. Up 62% in the last 7 days. Doesn't have much information there. A gaming play, very good game. I put this in your radar. Put Relio in your radar, guys. Vamp. I forget what this one is too. Up 58%. I don't own it. Obviously, I should do my homework. It's just on my watch list. Tectum, happy owner. I'm up over double now. 11.74%. Up 59% in the last 7 days. And 58 million market cap, 2 million volume. Tectum, very bullish on this project. I'm happy I'm in it. Big Eyes, down big time on this one. I invested like $1,000 and it's like worth like 20 bucks. I don't know, something like that. So I'm glad it's up 54%. Garbage. It's a meme play. And yeah, I wouldn't advise it. Big Eyes, but you never know. I'm just gonna hold on to it and see what happens. In a bull market, everything goes up, so at least I can hopefully hope to break even, which I probably should. I probably will if I'm just patient enough and just hold. And I'll put that somewhere else or just hold it. Citus, or unless I decide to sell it for tax purposes. Citus is the game that Senate is the governance token for. Citus is the game, up 50%, 16 million market cap. And I think we're going to stop there at the 50% mark. All right, so those are who had some pretty good last 7 days. All right, that have had at least 50% or more. But crypto tanks, baby. Sinverse, baby. Yeah. Even Neroni. I'm happy. Absolutely. Double it up. Money is money. Gains are gains, guys. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's look at who's had worse 7 days. Let's look at the top 3 who had the worst 7 days. 8pay, I do have a good chunk of it in here, but I think they're moving in actually the right direction, although they had a 34% drop down week. Enecum, ENQ, I have a tiny little moon bag there, but it's heading in the wrong direction. So WatsPay, we're going to talk about WatsPay. Last 7 days, down 28%. So we're going to see what's up there. This is going to be an example of by the dip. Okay, so that's the watch list. Now let's look at Total 3. Okay, now let's look at Total 3. Total 3 is essentially market cap of crypto excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So basically the altcoins, guys. And I was looking at this chart and it looks really interesting. Looking at it like this. Okay, so it could be that we are trying to get out of this channel right here, right? We are at the top of it. We haven't been able to do it previously. Did it for a little bit, but it was essentially a fake out. A few weeks there, maybe above it, and then way back down, boom, boom, into the abyss. But you got to understand, this is the bear market, right? And now we are getting out of it. We are getting out of the bear market. So my bias is towards the upside, and maybe we are finally out of this channel that we've been in for a long time. Since when did we start? In June 10, 2022. June 10, 2022, and now we are finally up above here. It could be a fake out. Could we come back down? Yes, but right now, like I said, my bias is towards the upside, so I think this is going to keep going. Maybe we build a base above on this red line, which is at 403.34. and then start steadily going up this year before maybe dropping back down, maybe testing the level again or getting close to that level again next year. That's kind of my hypothesis. We'll see what happens, but that's interesting, right? BTC dominance is dropping a bit, having a rebound day. Interesting that we're up on this channel. We'll see if we're going to hold it or we're going to do something like we did here, hold it, continuously go up. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know. I have a tough time seeing 60%. I put it there because I thought it could be a target, although I was really incredulous. I really had a tough time seeing that just because there's so many cryptos out there, man. So much money that you can put in different things. Anyways, okay, so that on let's look at USDT dominance, and I like this. This is good. Why is this good? Because we're heading towards the bottom of this channel, right? So maybe eventually at some point we do bounce, but let's see if we can keep dropping down. If that's the case, why is this good? Because if you have USDT, that means you're gonna probably buy crypto with that USDT. At least I know for me. So when I have less USDT, that means I sold that USDT to buy crypto, so I have more crypto, right? And then when I'm selling my crypto, I end up getting more USDT. So the less if this dominance drops, right, that means people are selling their USDT for crypto, which it means the price. This is a bullish. This should be bullish, right? If it goes up, that's bearish. Okay, so that we see this nice, beautiful drop down here, that's bullish. That's some good stuff. That's some good information for us to know. Okay, so USDT dominance is going down. Maybe we're going back down. I mean, we're going down to this channel, which will put us at 5.58%. Okay. Top of the channel is at 8.85%. So interesting, very, very interesting. When was this? August 2022. Interesting. All right. So yeah, I wanted to bring that to your attention. Now I want to share this regarding Bitcoin mining, and also just a little tidbit on the Federal Reserve when they think they're going to start cutting rates, right? Because that is also important. Bitcoin miners have been selling actively since the price climbed above 34,000. Miners have since offloaded over 5,000 BTC, worth approximately $175 million. Crypto users, many of whom consider the sell-off a profit-taking exercise that could precede a drop in the price of the flagship crypto. So this information is worrisome to some crypto users. Furthermore, the Miners Mag data shows that in October, Bitcoin's liquidation to production ratio was 105%, making a significant increase from the previous 3 months ratio of 64%, 77%, and 77% for July, August, and September, respectively. Just interesting bits of data just to kind of keep us tempered, right? So this is kind of relative negative, right? But other stuff is and see, that's the thing, right? Data can come out negative, positive, however you want to interpret it. For every argument saying that we're going up, there's also arguments that say we're going down. Okay, so just something to bear in mind. We always have to have everything open. We have to be fluid, like Bruce Lee said. Be like water, my friends. All right. The U.S. Federal Reserve cut interest rates. Experts suggest the potential for a U.S. Federal Reserve interest rate cut by mid-2024, with June 2024 earmarked as a possible timeline. I thought, yeah, around there. I've heard July, so I think about July as well. So after that, right, we have to give it a few months for all that stuff to take effect, and normally that causes a drop in markets. That's what historically has happened. Maybe this time is different, but when they say this time is different, it's usually not. So we have to keep that in mind. I believe the bull run, like the parabolic bull run, will probably happen a few months after that first interest rate cut. So it could be, or maybe even longer, because it could also be that we have the parabolic bull run at the end of the 2025, or maybe a few months after the first interest rate cut, or 6 months, 12 months after that. So yeah, I could definitely see something like that in 2025. It all depends on when the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates. Excuse me. All depends on when the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates. So we'll see if this prediction is true in June, or my prediction of July is true, somewhere around that time, more or less. All right, so also something to keep in mind so you can plan accordingly. And now let's get to WadsPay. WadsPay is right here, guys. Let me explain what's going on in this chart. So there was an AMA and I didn't listen to it yesterday when I did the video about WhatsApp. If you want to know what's going on, go check out that video. I erroneously said, and I said I wasn't sure, but someone said that the team, the guy who had the mouthpiece at the time of the AMA, some guy named Staz, who didn't come off as bad. I actually went last night and took the time to actually listen to it myself and make my own decision. So he never made mention of saying that the WhatsApp token is something that they're not paying attention to. In fact, they're putting someone from when he was like really hyping this guy up. They're putting someone, and he didn't want to mention the name. They're putting someone in charge of just the actual WTK token. So they do want to have utility for WTK token. All right. Just what this was essentially was an overreaction. And then last night they overreacted even more, right? And well, I started last night. I bought in the 31 range. When it originally came out, I bought in the 33 range right here, right? So I've made buys in 33. I've made buys in 31, and I missed the buys down here. I made other buys this morning at like 29, right? And then I had 2 more buys in limit orders down here, hoping that maybe lightning would strike twice and I could buy it for under 2.6. I mean under 0.26, right? Last night I could have put in some orders here. I have capital to do it. I could just put in some orders here, you know, maybe hit here and here where my TA says we could have hit, and we did. I just didn't think it was too probable, and that's the problem. Limit orders in crypto, crazy things happen. So it's not the worst thing in the world. You have some capital sitting there, put some limit orders in just in case, because in this case it would have been awesome. That would have been a nice little run up from there, and it wouldn't have increased my average buy as much as it did. My average buy was below this yellow line, and now it's above it. I just calculated against with the buys that I made, 0.0144. But I did improve my bag. All right, my average buy is still not horrible, and I added to my bag. I have a strong conviction in this based on what I read last night. I heard last night. I was like, you know what, this is way overblown. This is way overblown. And so I played this right. I listened to myself. I bought the dip. Okay. And now I'm reaping the benefits because it's at 0.034 and all of my buys were 0.033 or less. All right. So even on the buys that I made these last 2 days, I'm in profit. I'm in good profit, and I increased my bag. So this is an example of buy the dip. Okay. That's the type of market that we are in. Obviously, do your homework and make sure that this is an opportunity and not a red flag, right? In this case, in this particular case for WhatsApp, it is an opportunity. Okay, the team is doing what they're supposed to do. Just the community overreacted. I listened to the whole AMA. It wasn't as bad as people were saying or making it out to be at all. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually pretty good. All right, pretty positive. I came away thinking positively about WhatsApp, about what they want to do. The guy came off as intelligent. They're focused. They're good. Things look good. I wish I would have put those limit orders in, and that's the other thing. Okay, so make sure to have in your mind, buy the dip, have that mentality, and also limit orders. Put them low. If they don't hit, they don't hit. But what if they do? You bought it at a great price, and this game is about good entry points. Okay, this game is about good entry points. Trading is too, but for what I'm trying to do, good entry points could make a difference. Between, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars. Because that's how much we're talking to, and maybe even more, depending on how much you got money put in, or hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. It makes a difference, though. It makes a difference. Okay, so yeah, so put in some limit orders. I wish I would have put them here, 0.026, 0.024. It went to as low as 0.022. Oh, that would have been amazing. But I was sleeping and I was lazy, and I thought about it and I didn't do it. Laziness strikes again. Sad but true. But hey, I can't be upset because I bought the dip, and that has helped. I'm still up right now. All right. So there you have it, guys. I just wanted to share that as an example of buy the dip, and also to maybe start looking at putting in limit orders. Don't be lazy, get out of bed and go put those limit orders in if it's late at night, because you just never know. Okay. So we are definitely in buy the dip territory. Again, another example with WhatsApp, community overreacting. The AMA wasn't as bad as they say. It's a good project, guys. That's why I put more money in, and I'm glad I did. All right, so we looked at total 3. We looked at USD dominance. Things look positive for the altcoins. All right, USD dominance is where it should be. It looks positive for the markets. There was a couple of information regarding the what is it? The miners selling, which is bearish. So we always have to keep that in mind. All right, we have to temper everything and make proper decisions daily. Be fluid like water. All right, like Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friends. Guys, we'll leave it there. If you can please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Really appreciate it if you can do that, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you later. See you Monday. Peace.